should you play Star Wars Hunters? Star Wars Hunters is a brand new game that has just gone into full release. Although it has been in soft launch for what feels like forever now, the game is currently available in most countries with the full release both on mobile and Nintendo Switch. Now, for me personally, I'm not a huge mobile gamer and I don't actually own a Nintendo Switch, so originally I didn't plan on playing this game too much. I played a few rounds back during the soft launch, but with the full release, I decided to download it back onto my phone and give it another go. And to be honest, I was quite surprised. Now, just quickly before I get into everything, I am testing Hunters content on the channel here. So please, if you want to see more content on Star Wars Hunters, leave a thumbs up down below for me. But if you'd prefer not to see Hunters content, also let me know down in the comment section because I do appreciate the feedback and I would like to see what you guys would prefer over Star Wars Hunters. Now, since my last time playing Hunters, they added new modes, new characters, abilities, cosmetics, and even a season pass. So this game definitely has a lot going for it. As I mentioned though, I don't usually like mobile games, but there are a few things that set this game apart. One of which is the compatibility to be able to use my PS5 controller with my phone or iPad. Not only did linking my controller with the game make it much more comfortable to play, it also removed the controls and buttons that would have been on the screen if I was playing it directly on my phone, which I think are pretty distracting as well as rubbish to look at for you guys if I do upload content on this game going forward. So shout out to Mark from Split Screen, he actually told me how to do this. So dude, I appreciate you, that was a huge help. Now, the game mode in this video you are watching is pretty simple. It's domination, 3 objective zones and 2 teams trying to hold majority zones until reaching the score required to win. The game does have a bunch of other modes too, including like an escort type game mode that they've done in the past. So if you're a fan of Overwatch but in a Star Wars universe, then this game might be for you. Another big drawcard is that this game is completely free to play, unless of course you want some bonus cosmetics which can be purchased in game, but not at all necessary to enjoy your playing time. In my recent play session, I tested out a few of the early characters that are available like Reeve, Sentinel, and Imara Vex, and I have to admit that Sentinel was actually my favorite. Sentinel is a stormtrooper who runs around with a dismounted E-web, and he also has a shield and a stun gun, so he's basically a heavy trooper from Battlefront 2, but on steroids. He also has an ultimate ability where he can call down 2 support stormtroopers to assist you when taking out enemies, giving you something to work towards in each round. So all of the characters have their own different abilities, and that's something that's really fun to kind of experiment with and work out the best times to use them, what's the most powerful, which characters you're going to like the best, and which ones you're going to want to level up in the future. Now, when the soft launch was out, there were only a few characters actually available to play when I tried it out. But from the looks of it in the menus, there is a ton more available now to unlock as you play the game more and more. I think this is great because the last thing you want is for this game to feel stale and repetitive, so being able to master different characters will be a ton of fun. Not only that, but each character can upgrade their abilities as well, making them stronger as you progress, giving you the edge on all of your opponents. All of the characters in Star Wars Hunters are completely new and original heroes and villains, so you won't be seeing any of them on the big screen in movies or TV, but it still manages to capture that Star Wars feel with some quirky and unique characters. I honestly think Star Wars Hunters is doing a lot of things right, and I'm really impressed with it. The game definitely feels above the quality of what a mobile game should be, and I'm interested to try it on the Switch to see how it goes, but I really do think that if this game were to come to PlayStation and Xbox at some point, it could be even more successful. Although one thing I do believe in terms of that is that right now the movement in the game does feel a little bit slow. If it's just the mobile version, that's fine, but I'm going to have to test it on the Switch as well to see, because I think if they do plan to eventually bring it to PS5 and Xbox, they'd have to up the faster movement speed, make it a little bit more free-flowing and being able to move around the maps differently. I think you just need an overall quicker experience for those people looking for that competitive side of this game. If you do bring it to consoles, potentially even look at a ranked mode or something like that. That would just play into the hands of those that really do like to sweat in a game like this. You see people playing Overwatch and Call of Duty and the way that they play. If you brought this to console, I think you'd have to have some sort of mode or ranked season that you could do to bring players like this and draw them in. All in all, I do think you should try Star Wars Hunters, mainly because it's free and it's available to pretty much anyone that has a smartphone, and it's actually a lot of fun. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on the game, so let me know down in the comments, and may the Force be with you always.